yeah, so y'all see the title of the stream, man. Superman.
Yep.
Is the movie that we checked out. No, it wasn't Jurassic Park. You know, Ross checked that one out. I guess we'll get his review on that. Or he kind of gave it to me outside of, stream. But we're not gonna go ahead and reveal that. We're here about Superman.
Oh, for sure.
Checked out the movie, man. And as more you guys get in here, we're gonna go ahead and see who else saw it. By not a show of hands, by comments in the chat.
Yeah.
Let us know if you saw it. Also, let us know if you haven't seen it yet. This will be a spoiler-free talk, breakdown, whatever you want to call it. Just our opinion at the end of the day. So let us know if you saw it right now, and if you didn't see it, and let's get to it.
And also, do you plan on seeing it as well?
Yeah. Do you plan on seeing it?
Yeah. Are you excited or wanting to see this?
I've seen half of it. Man, how you see half of it?
Yeah. How does that happen? What happens for you to only see half the movie?
So we're gonna go ratings last.
Yeah, we can go ratings last.
Okay. Feel of the movie.
Yeah, kind of give our takes on it.
So
first things first, I will say this, just the immediate, we're not going to do any spoilers or anything like that. We'll probably do spoilers maybe after the weekend when, people had a chance to see it. We know a lot of people plan on seeing it. I will say this, it is worth watching in theaters. It is worth watching in theaters. I think you guys that are interested, if you're fans of Superman, I think you guys, would be interested in checking this out. And I'll start with that as a baseline. It is worth watching in theaters. The question becomes, is this one of those type of movies that you watch, like you go back and watch, like, oh man, it was so good, I got to go back and watch it again? That's really where the question becomes. And I'll let Dub take over before I kind of get into my 2 cents on it. But I'll just start with that is I do think it is worth going to the theaters to check out.
Yeah. No, I mean the effects and things like that. I mean, it just kind of shows you, well, movies with this type of budget. I mean, and just movies with this, as you know, it being an action superhero movie. Of course, all of the effects, the fight scenes and stuff like that, you want to try to get the best sound, the visual, to kind of really captivate the actual moment as much as possible. Everybody will definitely have their own opinion about the movie. I haven't really seen anything about the movie, actually. But personally, to me, the mood of the movie was it was different. I'll just say that. It's not really the typical, personally, from my based on my opinion, like the typical Superman type movie. It's almost as if they try to change up like the character and characteristics a little bit, to kind of have a different feel to them. I mean, it just felt different. You could tell they have the time period like around modern time now. That's the part that was interesting about it, right? Like, how would Superman be in a time period of like today? You got social media and stuff like that, people being able to comment and stuff like that, and just kind of create narratives about how someone is, their character, even someone as great as Superman. So I can tell they were trying to create this character based off of all of those emotions and everything kind of tied up all together. Straight to the point, on a personal note, would I go see it again? Probably not. I probably wouldn't go double back and see it. I think it was a good enough for what it is, first time movie to watch, but to rush back to go and see it again, like, oh my God, nah, man, nah, it's not that for me.
Okay.
Of course, there's more central ideas and different things that we can talk about as far as like relevancy. That does not spoil it. But if I'm just going to be straight to the point on just like the overall, I personally wouldn't go back to see it again in theaters.
Okay. I mean, I'm kind of the same sentiments. Like, yes, I did enjoy a lot of that. What I saw, I will talk about some of the positives. I
Mhm.
do think James Gunn, he's the director of this, his direction with the cinematography, like the fight scenes and stuff, I
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
what he did there. Those were
Yeah.
actually pretty cool. The way he was moving the cameras in like some of those intense scenes, and how cameras literally just like in the action. It's
Yeah.
flipping all over the place, but it looks good. I
Especially
can
the
appreciate
flying.
that. Yeah, the flying, yeah, I can appreciate the action scenes. I think when you're going to see a Superman movie, a summer popcorn flick, this is what you want. You want the action scenes to be good and entertaining, and I do feel like he knocked it out the park there. Some of the dialogue, even though some of the good moments, like if you guys have seen anything James Gunn related, he likes to insert those jokes, and a lot of times those jokes don't land, especially in certain serious situations.
Yeah.
You be like, this is a serious moment, and then it kind of gets undercut with a joke that may land or may not land. He definitely does that in this film. There are a lot of the jokes.
Hmm.
Some of them land, some of them are kind of like a miss. And then
Yeah.
when there's like some serious moments where you would think, okay, this is very serious here. I think people need to, it's okay to have some of that serious tension. We don't really get too much of it. We don't get
Yeah.
too much
Yeah.
of it. Even though a lot of the stuff that Superman is dealing with, and I want to give the proper shout out to the actor that's playing him, David Corn Sweat. I may be
Wait.
mispronouncing his last name, but
CORN sweat?
yeah, Corin Sweat. But the way it's spelled is Swet, Sweat. So it's not spelled like traditionally.
Come
But
on, guys. Let's help him. Let's help him pronounce it.
but I will say this.
Korean sweat.
I think he was a good job as a young Superman trying to figure it out,
Hmm.
doing what the best he possibly can in a world that is so fickle. And what Dub is talking about, we're not going to get into spoilers on that, but it's crazy how even Superman is
Hmm.
not above the criticism of social media. The guy
Hmm.
that's saving the fucking world,
Yeah.
saving people, he's not even above the
The
Twitter bots
critics. Yeah.
and the NPC bots. And there's a funny little joke that they do with that as well. But I like that they did that, because I do believe in the world we live in, human beings, even though there's someone that's doing something great,
Or
they
that
will
can
still get
vaporize you in a minute of a second. You'll
they will
probably still have people
still
trolling.
ridicule you at a moment's notice. As soon as something is said or done, they'll be quick to turn on you. And I like that they did that, and it shows how much this Superman has to deal with
Hmm.
when all he's trying to do is just help people and save people. And even then, it's an issue. And so I do like that. I like what they've done with him, because he's fairly new into the game,
Yeah.
trying to figure things out. I also like what they did with Lois Lane. I do like their relationship. Rachel Brosnahan. I'm probably
Hmm.
mispronouncing that too.
Rachel B. Rachel B.
Rachel
Rachel B.
B.
Rachel
But
B.
I like their relationship. I think that's probably, I mean, we haven't really seen too much of it, but I think their on-screen relationship, Lois and Clark, or Superman and Lois, like, I like what they did there.
That's a good movie. I
That
mean, show on
Yeah,
CW.
but they did a really good job with their chemistry bouncing off each other. Point is, they get into the action, bro. They get into the action. This is
Let's
not an
spoil it.
origin story. That's
Yeah.
not a spoiler.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha.
They've already said this is one the origin story. So if you thought this was, this is not going to be the movie that you think it is.
Yeah.
Other than that, like I said, good action scenes. Some stuff it's hit or miss. Some of the jokes hit or miss. I like the other characters, like the other Justice League characters that they show in the trailers. They have a little funny running joke about that, what their name is actually going to be. I do like what they did there. But outside of that, I mean, I'm kind of in agreement with you. I probably wouldn't. The only reason I'm going to probably see it again, because I'm going to take my mom to see it
Right. Right.
next
Right.
week. But if that wasn't the case, I personally wouldn't go see it twice. I think me just seeing the one time I did see, I kind of enjoyed it for what it was. There was, it was some hit and miss stuff, some of the dialogue here and there. But for the most part, I think it's still worth at least going to see in the movie theaters. I'm not going to be one of those people that say, oh, no, this is, just go wait to, see it on streaming. I think to grasp the actual action, and kind of enjoy the atmosphere, I would probably go with, you stupid. I would probably just go see this in movie theaters.
Again, depending on what kind of system you got at home, you can really match the movie theater, like space and atmosphere.
A crazy sound system.
I mean, it's getting close nowadays, and then just enclose it in a small room, and then you'll be right there.
Who's saying as would I watch it again at home? I would. Like if it's actually on, I would actually.
I put it on again at home.
Like it's not a bad movie by any means. I don't think it's bad. Like one of those movies.
It's not ugly.
I don't think it's bad, but at the same time, it's for me. If I really enjoy a movie, I'll probably go see it again. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's like
somebody said, would you go see it again in 40X though?
No, I wouldn't spend the extra money for that.
Would you have watched it the first time in 40X?
It probably would have made me enjoy it a little bit better because of the action scenes and with how 40X is. We probably would have enjoyed it a little bit more just because the action scenes would have had us flying all over the fucking place. So I think maybe if you really want to, kind of immerse yourself in that, cool. But there is a lot of downtime too, and a lot of plots, and there's multiple plot threads going on at the same time, and I think that can kind of be jarring and take you out the film a little bit.
The movie kind of has ADHD, just a tad. Yeah. Somebody said, "Is it better than Man of Steel?"
I mean, I need time to really sit with that because I mean, it just came out, so
that's an unfair type of question because it's like a little bit of biasness because I like I rock with the homie Henry Cavill. And I just liked Man of Steel, like how it was. So, yeah.
Did you like Lex Luthor? Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. Did you like him as the villain?
He irritated me
in a good way or a bad way. Like irritating, like I want him to get his comeuppance, or irritating, like
like it was on the cusp of it, right? Like it wasn't all the way there. For me, like even though you wanted to, it wasn't to that level of like, you know what I'm saying? But it was in that atmosphere though, because when you think about it, when a person changes your mood in a movie like that, they just captivate you in a way. It was crazy because I was just talking to family about that last night. Just naming different characters that just really made you side-eye them in a way. And I think his character really showed how much hate and being a hater really can make you do almost anything. Not almost, but make you do anything.
No,
you don't care what you destroy in the path to get your get back or anything like that. And he was cool though. Like it wasn't like on some Samuel L. Jackson and Django though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Still kind of didn't want to watch Coach Carter a little bit because of how he was. You have to let Django breathe.
Yeah.
Because of how well it was captivated. So it's promising. I will say it's promising because it's on that cusp of like, dog, somebody need to,
Yeah.
You get there.
Okay. Same sentiments here. Yeah, there's certain things he does in the movie where it's like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
All right, man. You know what?
Yeah.
You gotta go. I can understand if you need to get packed up. I don't think anybody here would bat an eye. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. There is some weird, how movies have that random MacGuffin that all of a sudden, just
random
happens out of nowhere, and now the movie is centralized this random MacGuffin. So that kind of took me out because I'm like, really? That's all right. Well, once you see it, you'll know how this is gonna play out. You know
Yeah.
how the movie's gonna play out. It's like a kind of a superhero trope, that one MacGuffin, and then once it goes awry, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know how that's gonna play out. But outside of that, like I said, I think it's a good summer film, summer blockbuster film. I do think people will enjoy it, especially those who just, like Superman, want to see a comic book movie.
Hmm.
It does give out of all the DC films we've had, I think this is kind of the most unique one
Yeah.
that they've done so far. And they could build a pretty solid world around this, because the world does feel lived in. The world does feel like these characters have been dealing with all these issues, and
Yeah.
Superman been there. You know what I'm saying?
They
So
captivated that very well. Like
so
just
I
the
I think they
the
can
stuff.
expound on that for
Yeah,
sure.
just like they captivated that, and again, because it's things that's going on now that you can be like, yeah, I could see that happening if this was real, like a real Superman. Like, okay, I could see how people
Hmm.
can be this way and then that way. Like it's they captivated that very well. Like just the emotion that it had to tell with you being a person trying to figure out yourself at the same time,
Hmm.
while also navigating through things happen socially, everybody having phones, and just stuff like that. So yeah.
Someone asked how was Mr. Terrific, Hawk Girl, and Guy Gardner? Mr. Terrific was awesome. He was actually fucking cool. I didn't know who he was, but
Yeah, I
he
remember
was
him
actually
from the show.
he
He
was
was on the
actually
Arrow and all that. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, you're right, you're right, you're
the
right. Yeah, you're
Flash.
right. He was actually pretty cool. I like what they did with him. Guy Gardner, as Green Lantern, he was actually pretty cool. Enjoyed the few scenes he was in. Hawk Girl, she was there, but you
She was
don't
like,
really see too much of her. Like, she does have her moments, but it ain't like as much as Mr. Terrific is, and Guy Gardner. She's like there
mm-hmm.
though, but you don't really spend as much time with her. And that's why I said there are a lot of characters that they have. There's some other characters we can't reveal yet. So you
Yeah,
have to check out. There are a lot of characters. And if they wanted to expand the story, then they definitely can, because they have so many different characters that are, kind of all over the place.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, they were pretty tough. I mean, it was like that group of comedic relief in a sense,
mhm,
mixed with just different emotions. You always got that one smart guy with the one that just says whatever, and
mhm.
it has that little bit of feel to it as well.
And Krypto was awesome. Krypto was awesome, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Crypto was
crypto.
awesome, man. He any scene that he's in, he's the show stealer for sure. Crypto was definitely pretty awesome. I think they did a good job with that. So,
Yeah,
but
no, it was cool, man. I mean, if you have time, man, go out watch it. If you have a dope system at your crib, yeah, no, for real. Go watch it.
what?
And I couldn't say that part. I forgot that
I
I couldn't
bet.
say that part.
Yeah, you can't
But yeah,
say that,
no,
bro. Go.
definitely go out, check it, and let us know what y'all thought of it as well. I'm interested to know what you guys thought. I mean, because it's one of those things where it's
Mhm.
just it can be different for people. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
I think the emotions can definitely range just based off of if you're open to the idea of where they're trying to take it, with the character.
So, what you rate the movie on a scale of 1 to 10?
1 to 10, I'd give it a cool 10 being the best.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's not a 10 out of 10. I did like what they did with the flying and just like the visuals and stuff like that. That was different. I mean, you can even see the stuff hitting his face as he's
Mm-hmm.
flying. Of course, things that you can see in the trailer. So I did like the angle of being right in on the action, and a lot of the visual effects. I guess I'll go with like maybe a 7.
7. Okay.
Probably a 7,
7.
6, 7.
Okay. I'm
Six and
kind
a
of.
half, 7. So probably 6. Nah, bro,
Six.
I'm leaning like, because I have to consider the fact that would I rush to go back to go
Yeah.
watch it? You know what I'm saying? And that's important.
Mhm.
So I'll have to say 6.5, 7.
I would probably go with same thing, 6.5. Leaning more towards 7.
Mm-hmm.
I did like the
6.8.
visuals. I did like the visuals for sure. I liked This new version of Superman is, definitely vulnerable. I like his relationship with Lois Lane. Lex Luthor was actually pretty solid. Wish they could have did a little bit more with him, but there was, it was still a lot to, hate about him in a good way. And, they definitely can expand this universe if they choose to. It's not bad. I enjoyed it for what it was. Once again, still not something that I would rush back out to see on a second viewing. But if it's happened to be on somewhere, I definitely go check it out. And most likely I'm gonna take my mom to see it next week. So
I think she wants to see it as well.
So I may, I'm most likely going to see it again, and maybe, I'll notice some things that I may have missed.
Yeah.
But if I wasn't taking my mom, I probably wouldn't be rushing back out to see it so immediately. But I think it's a solid movie, worth the watch. Y'all definitely go check it out if you plan on checking it out, man.
For sure. Someone said 7.5 characters were good. Fighting was good. I didn't like the pacing though. Yeah. I mean, yeah, little things like that. But once everybody does get a chance to watch it, more people, and it's been out for a while, I would really love for us to revisit this. So make sure y'all run up the likes, man, and continue to comment down below.
You definitely have to have a spoiler talk about this.
Yeah. Like, give us your non-spoiler thoughts in the comments down below, because of course we're going to repurpose this for YouTube as well. So give us your non-spoiler thoughts in the comments now, and then when you watch it, before the actually seeing seeing it, we'll try not to spoil it, and then we're going to try to have a spoiler conversation, just so that way we can kind of just compare the actual thoughts on some of the events and stuff like that, as it, of course, happened throughout the movie. So we're going to continue to rock out on Twitch, YouTube.
Sure.
Appreciate you guys for joining as usual. We're going to continue to have dope conversations, probably check out some videos. But if y'all are watching this, continue to spread love, be love as usual, and always keep love first. And hey, that was the review of Superman with no spoilers. Well, kind of tidbit.
With no damn spoilers, bro.
The bitch from Houston. If you got a problem, then we got the solutions. And there's no illusion. I made this shit happen, I'm living life lucid. I'm switching my strategies. Now they hate on me cause I'm causing casualties. So why are they after me? Deep inside they know they can't handle half of me.